going back to kind of like electric moments in time that you've been involved in, and one of them is Susan Boyle.
Yeah.
And her audition, though, in particular, is wild to look back at now, isn't it?
All right, what's your name, darling?
My name is Susan Boyle.
No one in that audition really bathes themselves in a nice light, do they?
No.
And that wouldn't happen nowadays, do you think?
Well, again, obviously, when I saw it,
yeah,
you watch it back and you're like, God, you look so awful.
Yeah.
Just horrible. But actually, I remember saying, I don't think we look bad enough. I think we were even worse than that.
Oh, the edit was kind.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I said, we're going to just tell it as it is. And they went, you look awful. I said, we are awful. All of us. I mean, that look Piers gives me, it's just, I think of all the looks I've ever remembered, that might be the worst.
Yeah.
That just horrible look, and I was just as bad.
Yeah. Well, we all were.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
And then, thank God for her, it all worked out well. And of course, I had the ability to cut all of that stuff out. But it was a bit of a wake-up call, which is, wow, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
We do look disgusting, but you got to hold your hands up at that moment. A lot of people are going to realize in about 24 hours that we're just horrible. And so we're going to say sorry.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
I mean, to be fair to Susan, held her own. She was, she was a feisty one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you heard Susan was coming to get you, it was like, okay, all right.
I feel like
Susan?
I feel like we're on the precipice of a Susan revival, though. Did you see Timothy Chalamet's video? Do you know Timothy Chalamet, the actor? He was asked by Colin Patterson on the BBC, and I love Colin a bit. So, Colin, this is not a slight on you. I'm just going to play it because it's really, really interesting.
What Brits would be worthy of a Marty Supreme
what a
jacket?
great question, man.
What Brits? So he asks, what Brits would be worthy of a Marty Supreme jacket? Because there was a big thing about he was wearing these amazing jackets, and he starts off with Lewis Hamilton.
Oh man, what a great question. Lewis Hamilton, Victoria and David. Who else, man? Fake Mink. Susan Boyle.
Why?
She dreamt big. She dreamt bigger than all of us. Who wasn't moved by that? I remember that like it was yesterday. That was like the advent of YouTube,
Now I found
That's cool.
I found that really, really interesting.
That's
That
very
still
emotional.
that the immediate reaction from Colin was to scoff and laugh, but Timothy kind of looked at that and it was just like, wait. She dreamed bigger than all of us.
That's true.
I thought that was quite a beautiful moment, actually. It's actually,
That's very touching.
Yeah.
She was, you know what? I think she was so important for so many reasons, Jamie, I think we all looked at ourselves at that point and went, oh God, we're all terrible, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then, I do remember actually, because she didn't win, obviously. So I ran up to the stage.
Yeah.
Said to her, Susan, I'm signing you. Just so you know, it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. Because I knew she was going to be upset.
Yeah.
And I meant it. And so I said, right, we're signing her. And so what are we going to do? So my head of the label, he gives me the track listing for the album. It's horrible. It's like, Send in the Clowns, maybe one time. I mean, just
bit too virulent.
So obvious. And I went, no, we're not going to do that. She's got to do something no one's going to expect her to do. So I sent an email out to everyone at the company, and I said, right, who has got the best idea for Susan Boyle? And one of our interns sent me this version of Wild Horses.
Right.
I went, my God, that is stunning. That's it. That's what we're looking for. And I'll never forget when we recorded the song with her and I heard it back and I thought, wow, this is going to be big.
How's she doing now? I think she seems to be. Well, she's in a good place,
rich,
right?
She's happy.
She's rich. She's happy.
And she doesn't want to live in a big house. That was the weird thing.
You and Susan were also inadvertently responsible for one of the greatest hashtags of all time. In the early days of Twitter,
Yeah.
Everyone was jumping on board hashtags, right? You know, to kind of generate some buzz. And Susan's debut at Long Player was coming out. So someone set up the hashtag on Twitter, hashtag Susan Album Party, which is absolutely fine, right? Hashtag Susan Album Party. Everyone's like, great, this will get signed off. Everyone on Twitter was like, why are we celebrating Sue's anal bum party?
What?
And you probably were very well protected from this.
I was.
There was a period of like about a week on Twitter where everyone was just like, Sue's anal bum party is kicking off. And I think probably the two people. Twitter was a great place back in the noughties.
God.
That was before Elon got hold of it. But the two people that probably never found out about that was Simon Cowell and Susan Boyle. Otherwise, heads would have certainly rolled.
Just found out about it now. My God.